Hello there, fellow gigantic enjoyers, and welcome to yet another special video, I suppose. This is a follow-up to the previous one, where I talked about the fact that Gigantic is back. And in this one, I want to talk about what I think about the old new version of the game. So, if you play the game back in the day, it has seen some changes. It is to be expected. Now, I haven't really found anything that I essentially dislike, right? I mean, it's still running the same engine. It's essentially the same game, but it's updated. That is, I think we all understand that concept, right? So, it's I feel like there's still like an issue with the performance in the game and such. I really got like flashbacks from back in the day, and it's still kind of bad in that sense, but. Also, I'm gonna go through this. I don't have a script or anything, so I'm just gonna go for it. But first of all, one thing I noticed was I started playing on the Arc version of the game. Arc is a separate launcher on PC, which is where the game used to be essentially. And I did that because we could play the game earlier, the beta, that is. Now, I did get access to the Steam version. However, they are not linked. The progression isn't they're not linked in any way. So you have to essentially start over. So I decided to stick to Arc because the beta was only like one and a half a day. So I haven't found any information regarding this. I think if you pick a platform, you might not have your actual progression carry over to another one. Unless you can somehow link the accounts, but I haven't seen any info regarding that. However, there's crossplay across all the platforms, so and it's worked really well for me. I mean, obviously in the beta, we did run into some some interesting things, like this part in the cosmetics menu. They added these we'll get to that, but added launch VFX, and if you continuously click them, these launch the character into infinity, which is pretty hilarious. I don't know, I'm very easily amused, I suppose, but it was pretty funny. Yeah, so we have crossplay. It works well. Like I said, we did have a few issues later on. We thought the game had patched or something, but didn't get a patch. Had a few games where I would join in and I was the only player on my team, or seemingly, right? Because you start on the airship and I'm the only player. I can't see my other teammates, and I can't check the scoreboard, and think this is, it's a beta, so there are bugs, right? But eventually, obviously I wasn't alone. It wasn't just me versus 5 other players, so thank God. So yeah, a few things like that. But aside from bugs, which should be expected, we do have a few interesting additions, right? The look of things have changed significantly. I looked at some older videos just to refresh my memory, and maybe it's just me, but I prefer the old style more, and I think it has to do with the new interface is extremely, jarring in a way. It's very extremely bright. It's like no dark mode or anything. No, but I'll see if I can find some footage, but if you look at the old version, you had this this interface that was quite dark. It was just very comfortable to use in a way. So we have a lot of other additions. Like I said, the launch VFX is new. It's a lot of cool cosmetics that you can get and unlock as you play, because you essentially as you play, you use what are essentially cards, right? You use these cards, and yeah, if you finish the objectives for each said card, you do unlock a lot of cool stuff. So you get profile pictures or icons. You get what else? Titles. Yeah, profile picture icons. You get titles. A bunch of stuff, so you can customize your stuff. Which I don't remember having titles back in the day. So it's nice to see the new edition, and what's interesting here is that the game is not going to be free to play. So it's essentially it's going to be $20, and it's not. They're not going to have like any. Like they're not going to have any. What's it called? Microtransactions, right? So like you don't spend real money in the in-game store. So that is the goal, is that you play the game, and from that you actually get the stuff that you need. So other than that, we do have all the heroes. Roland is not in the game, but he will be released. They have an assassin coming. It's the first one, I think. That's the first one, and I think they did tease or show Roland, so I assume he will show up. It's a really fun character back in the day. I don't think he has his drone anymore. I prefer that. He should not have a drone, but that's just me. So a lot of cool new content will be released. They showed a lot of new maps as well, right? They have a really cool devlog video that I will link below, along with a lot of other useful links if you feel like you want to look at the game in the story you're choosing. So, but I'd say during the beta now this week, I played about, I played at least 10-12 hours, I think. I played some off stream as well. I've been streaming it and obviously, making videos and such, but I've been playing off stream as well, because it's quite a different experience, I would say. But the major new thing that you'll see from the content of the beta right here, and probably launch as well, is the addition of a new game mode called Rush. So in the original game we have Clash. You guys who have played it, you know this. It's essentially you use the whole map. You have points, and on these points you spawn creatures, right? So you pick and choose which creatures you want where. If you want small ones or big ones, things like that. We know how that works. If you don't know, there will be a tutorial, I believe. I hope so. But what they've done is they added a mode called Rush, and this was a mode that they actually considered back in the day, but they never made. So the whole idea of Rush is to have an easier way to get into a game if you're a new player, to get into the game, to understand it, and to not have to worry about like the complexity of the Clash game mode. Essentially, you can just like go straight in. You can have a quick game, and go for the next one, or do something else, right? So the whole premise here is that you queue up, you pick your favorite heroes that you prefer to play, queue up for Rush, you get in, and you pick your hero, and you have builds which you can also customize. You can also you can do the auto leveling and such. It's up to you, but if you're a new player, I would just pick a hero and pick a build that sounds good. And then you essentially find the heroes you like, and it's it's just go time. You already have bloomers, which are the healer, the big healer, the trees essentially that heal you. You already have those, and the goal here is to grab the power that spawns on the points on the map, right? So it's this whole thing with like tug of war, like trying to get the power going, not just from points. Obviously you get it from kills too, right? But those points are very they're worth a lot essentially. So it's sort of a, I don't know, like deathmatch, capture the flag, king of the hill ish. I mean, it's very unique in a sense, but it's also pretty straightforward. The shortest game I had in Rush was 5 minutes. So I mean, there you go. If it's a stomp, then it's gonna be like 5 minutes. I think like a normal game per se was like 10 roughly. So I mean, the games will be short in Rush, and you don't have to worry about the complexity of things, right? So that's really nice. Also a big change here for any old Gigantic players, except the whole game mode, is that when you're on the airship, when you respawn on the airship, when you die, you can change your character and build, right? so you're not locked into the character you first pick. So that helps the whole, like, if you feel a character doesn't work out, just change it, right? Because I had plenty of games where we don't have a frontliner, and that really hurts. That normally does not end well when you don't have a frontliner. So yeah, that's essentially Rush. You do unlock, or I did this in the beta, you do unlock Clash when you're, I believe your account level reaches a certain point. I think it's like level 10 maybe. I don't know, maybe it's before 10, but it was like still pretty early on, right? So I think it looks like you're gonna start with Rush and then unlock Clash, and Clash is the, you know, the original game mode is more complex. And I do hope that, or rather I expect them to make the ranked mode use Clash, the more complex game mode. In the developer video, they did say that they will release the ranked stuff post-launch, so I think that's a good idea to like delay it a bit, get more players in first. So yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for that. I hope we get some more tools for the community. You know, I used to do tournament stuff as well, and spectating is very annoying when you don't have the tools. So you have to have players essentially stream their point of view like via Discord and stuff, and I have to like do this weird setup for it. So yeah, I want to keep this video a bit short if I can, but there's a lot to talk about here. There's a brand new like tutorial as well. I think they brought it up in the Devlog as well. So you learn the basics really quick. You also get to play and learn Rush, which is, like I said, very straightforward. And yeah, it's I think overall for me the beta has been very interesting. It's been a lot of fun. It's been really cool to see everyone coming back, everyone like on stream showing up, like, oh, people I recognize, right, coming back, and like, wait, this game is back. Like, what? Hang on, what? And yeah, it's just nice to see people come back, play with people, and just have a lot of fun. I feel, or I hope at least, that we can get a good community going again for this game. I hope it goes better the second time around. I hope it becomes larger than last time. I feel like they have a better premise, perhaps, right? They're launching on all the platforms. You have crossplay. It's easy to get into game, right? It feels like they're doing things right, and like I said, they seem to avoid this whole free-to-play cosmetic sort of thing, where you have to pay $20, but you don't spend any more real money in the game, right? You play the game, you get the currency you need from that, right? So, and you can pick exactly what you want. There are no loot boxes and nothing, right? You just go into the hero, and like this hero, like Uncle Sven, which is one of my absolute favorites in the game. I'm like, I want a skin for him. I'll just go buy it, right? Like, there's nothing else to it, right? So that's really nice. Yeah, I think so far what I played was really nice. I had a lot of fun. I am going to stream more and make more videos, and hopefully we can get some tournament stuff going soon. Well, I mean, the game has to launch first, right? But I can't wait. So, and remember, if you have played the beta, or if you feel like you wanted to give constructive feedback, make sure to join the official Discord. They do have a whole section where you can look up like feedback and bugs and stuff, and then you can look it up. If you can't find it, you can make your own posts, and yeah, you can upvote essentially, or like other things that people have done or added. We yesterday on the stream, we did bring at least 2 things up. So essentially, one thing that was posted during the stream was the whole like spectator thing, right? We want a spectator mode for tournaments, right? And the other thing is, it's kind of a nitpick, but they have been really good at changing, like adding quality of life to this version. So like you can change, you know, you have the auto dodging and stuff. That is a tip. If you're a new player, you should probably turn off auto dodging, because it's gonna drain your stamina and you can have a bad time. So yeah, just make sure you check the settings. But one thing that's pretty nitpicky, but in Clash you kind of, you know, you want to adapt to what's happening in the match. So when you pick your upgrades, you want to do it quickly. So back in the day, you would just hold down control and then you literally pick the upgrade and then you let go of control and it's gone. For some reason that's a toggle in the beta we played. So it becomes like all of a sudden it becomes very confusing and finicky, and you get like stuck in the upgrade UI and, you know, get into situations that aren't really great. So yeah, all that, I mean, that's on the Discord. I will link that below as well. Yeah, overall I'm very happy with the state that the beta is in. It was a lot of fun to play it again. I can't wait to play it more, stream it more, make more videos and all that jazz, and play the new heroes. I mean, Roland coming back is a big deal, I think, at least for me. I can't wait to see. It looks amazing. And there was a level that we playtested back in the day with the old dev team. I did not see it in that devlog, so I don't know. I was hoping to see that level. It's very unique, which all the levels are in Gigantic. So, any case, I'm gonna end here. I've been rambling for way too long, I feel like. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys look forward to playing Gigantic as well. I do think it deserves a second chance, and you know, I'm gonna be here playing it, streaming it, and yeah, doing my thing. And I really hope it goes well this time. We got a lot of new players and we can have bigger tournaments and whatnot. I look forward to it. So yeah, that is it for now, guys. I'll see you in the next stream or video or whatever it might be. Maybe in game, it would be cool. Yeah, I'll see you on the airship. Everything in buffs and just, yeah. Wow, look at that. How appropriate to how I feel right now.